first opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin the drive with Charles. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, Foster. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
At the 46-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Gun. Here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Duke Riley leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Foster to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
Oh, had to get it out quick. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. This is Charles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
They're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. And Foster loses the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Equanimous St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Falcons nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Foster off the play fake. Floating one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Foster. As he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marlon Davidson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nothing. Our score after 1.
Cardinals 21, Falcons nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now from Murray. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Foster. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. This one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Foster. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Foster to throw on 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On the counter, it's Charles. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run it. It's Charles. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. It's folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Foster. Now staring at 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Foster throwing on 4th down, and that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Foster. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. K1 short in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Foster. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it if they continue to play well.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Arizona.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. waiting from the gun. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stone. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
It's the score. Cardinals 28. Falcons 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First down carry here for Charles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Foster. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 3rd down.
Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Julio Jones, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is taken around the deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Recovered by the Falcons.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And a Cardinal first down.